never get on here to rage or to explain anything, but we need to talk about this because the teardown from other women is so real. I think a lot of the criticism that's been leveled at me is fair enough. I am actually aware of my privileges. I do have a white mum. I didn't grow up here in the US, and I am good looking. So I'll take the pretty privileged comment. All of these things are real. It goes without saying that the world is harder for some people than others. It's not a level playing field out there. But I'm going to be honest, it's been hard for me to acknowledge some of the privileges that people point to because I literally worked my arse off for them. The one thing I will not take sitting down though is this idea that somehow a man is responsible for my success. It's a fucking insult. I met my husband when he was 29. He wasn't rich, he didn't have a brand then, and having come actually to England from Sweden with nothing, he was just making his way, just like me. We grew together. We helped each other. No one opened the door for me. I worked myself into a position of great influence by being excellent and by billing and building for years and years. And by the way, guys, when you go out and you start companies, no one says, oh, well, we really like her husband, so let's give her millions to start a company with. Why must a woman's success always be scrutinized? Why would people go hunting for a reason that it doesn't count? The energy that we spend deciding who deserved their success is energy that we could be spending just lifting up a woman next to us. So do me a favor, take what's useful from my book and leave what isn't, and then go build yours. I make no apologies for my story, and guess what? I am still rooting for all women.
Here's some more of my non-negotiables as a man with a little bit of money now. Again, these are mine. You got the right to have your own. Number one, don't invite me to nothing ghetto. I don't want to go to Bali. I don't want to go to Houston. I don't want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to St. Bart's. I want to go to Central Pay. Shit, I'll even go to Wyoming. At this point in my life, I need to be somewhere where it's peaceful. I don't got time for chaos. Number two, if we about to link up and you bring in somebody else, I need you to confirm who you bring in before you come. I'm gonna be honest, I'm moving different these days, and unfortunately, I can't just have any and everybody around me. No, I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I get to choose who have access to me. And damn sure, don't bring nobody to my crib. Number three, don't invite nobody on my dime. I invited you. You wanted to bring your homeboy, your cousin, and his friend, and then when the bill comes, y'all expecting me to pay. And first thing they want to talk about, oh, you got a big money. I don't. I invited you. I need you to treat my money with the same respect that you treat yours. Number four, please don't ask to drive my car if you can't afford the maintenance. My tires like $300-$400 a piece. If you my dog and I know you can afford the repairs, rock out. Just make sure you put gas in my shit. Put it right back where it was at. Number five, if there's more than two of us, we need a black truck or Uber XL. You're not about to have me squeezing 3-4 deep in no Honda Civic. Now that I got a little bit of money, comfort, it matters to me. Number six, this one's for the fellas, and excuse my language. Don't come around me asking where the hoes at if when the hoes pull up, you ain't trying to spend no money. Because women, they don't pay for drinks around me. So if that ain't your vibe, you might as well go ahead to the end of the bar and start your own tab. I got this. And then lastly, I don't know about you, but me personally, I'm getting to that airport 2 or 3 hours early. I have never missed a flight. I'm not about to start now. Plus, I like to sit up in that Centurion Lounge. You know what I'm saying? Get a little free lunch, a little free champagne before my flight. If our flight is at 10 a.m., I'll be at that airport at 8:30.
I hate to say this, but as a member of the pretty bubbly black girl delegation, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. In fact, it gets worse. People are going to constantly pick at you your entire life. People are going to constantly hate your voice. People are going to constantly not like you for whatever reason that they've made up in their head. People are going to constantly try to break you down. I don't know why people hate bubbly black girls so much. I don't know why there's such a visceral reaction when you are bubbly, when you are happy, when you're kind, when you just have a bubbly spirit. It produces such a visceral reaction. People want to pick at you. It is like you become an easy target, and unfortunately, it does not get better. No matter what space you're in, we could be talking about work, we could be talking about school. It doesn't matter, nursing programs. In every single group dynamic, the bubbly black girl becomes the target. People will see the bubbly black girl and they instantly feel like she hasn't had a hard time in her life. They feel like she hasn't gone through anything. It's like they always want to humble personalities like that. They feel like she hasn't gone through a hard enough experience, and so they want to give her that. And even people who have a position of power react like this. Like your teacher could treat you differently. Classmates can treat you differently. Your own boyfriend or partner can treat you differently, all because in their head, they feel like you haven't had a tough enough experience. White, bubbly girls do not get the same treatment because in a lot of people's heads, she's supposed to act like that. That's how she's supposed to act. But for a black woman, in their mind, you don't fit the angry black woman trope. So you have no business being bubbly. Oh, when you come in happy and bubbly and energetic and sweet and kind, they want to break you down. People become obsessed with the bubbly black girl. But do not allow yourself to be a victim. It just takes one time for you to make an example out of someone, and they will never mess with you again.
Treat everyone like they're wearing a wire. It's going to save you in the long run. Just treat everyone like they're gathering evidence against you, because if you don't, they're going to start spreading everything that you've said to them to other people. And I know a lot of people, they say they're trustworthy. They swear up and down, I won't tell anyone. And then all of a sudden you're hearing from someone else the exact story that you just told, but that person wasn't involved at all. There's no dots to connect them to you. There's no reason that they should know that information. That's because people are wearing a wire, and then it's just going to end up being a lot of trouble for you, and you don't want to deal with that. And I'm not saying everybody's malicious when they're doing it, but that's what humans like to do. They like to repeat information. They like to share stories, and they accidentally leak things that they weren't supposed to say. And you don't have to be super paranoid about it, but if you don't want to give this information away because you're worried someone else is going to hear about it, then you shouldn't say it. Just keep it to yourself. Only tell the people that you really trust, because once you realize information travels fast, and it does travel fast, you start being careful about what you're saying. You're not talking crazy behind someone's back. You're not saying something that you don't actually mean, because you know what could happen. And life gets so much better when you realize what you're saying can get back to the source, and it probably will. It almost always does. So stop creating unnecessary problems for yourself and treat everyone like they're wearing a wire.
This just hit me, so listen. If you're a beautiful girl, beautiful woman, if you are beautiful, get away from anyone the moment that you recognize that they are jealous, envious, or just have a desire for your life or anything that's going on with you. I'm telling you this right now. In the beginning, it can feel flattering when jealous people come around you, because their jealousy doesn't look like jealousy. It's going to look like admiration. Oh my God, girl, your life is so beautiful. Oh my God, girl, we need to be friends. Pay attention. When you tell that person some good news, this could be anybody. It can even be a family member. And it can even be a man, because men can get jealous of you. Let me tell you that. All right. The minute that you tell them some good information, they see some good information, you're going to see something go through their eyes. And they'll smile with their lips, but their eyes never lie. They'll be like, oh, that's good. That's what's up. Oh, girl, you so lucky. I guess all the guys want you. The minute that you feel even a hint of jealousy, get away. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Because if you allow a jealous person to stay around you, they will become dangerous. What you have to understand is that not everybody was born with pretty privilege. It is what it is. I know we like to say, oh, everyone's beautiful. Beauty's an eye to behold. That's not true. It's not true. You know it, and they know it too. You were born with something that attracts people to you, attracts opportunities to you, attracts men to you, attracts everything to you. They don't have that. So when they look at you, they get mad. They get envious. They get dangerous. Stay away from anyone who's jealous of you. Even if it's a family member, a longtime friend, it don't matter who it is, stay away.
My mom told me something very important growing up, and she would say, Angel, your enemy could never poison your food because you would never even allow your enemy that close to your plate. So who could poison you? That would mean that it would have to be somebody that you trust and who is close to you that could poison your food, right? So what am I trying to say? Be careful of who you let around you, and be careful of how comfortable you allow people to get. You should always be vetting people's character and never get overly comfortable. If Judas Iscariot can sell out the King of Glory, nobody is above this program.
Reasons why I'm a bitch. Number one is easily going to be most people are painfully stupid. I don't have the time or patience for people that lack self-awareness, pattern recognition, basic human interaction, social skills. I've dealt with enough stupidity over the years and I've let it ruin my life too many times. So number two is I lose respect for people really fast. As soon as you make a weird comment, you do something slightly shady, you get the loser label from me and there is no coming back from that. I treat my time like it's money because it is. One thing about me is I do not play about my time. If you're super chaotic, there's always problems going on, you're extremely draining, you're wasting my time. I really don't put up with that or like that, so, I guess that makes me a bitch. Next reason is I prefer to be intimidating over liked. It acts as a filter. It filters out a lot of bullshit. A lot less people try to waste my time, which again, I'm very serious about. And trying to be liked is such a waste of time. Obviously, context matters. I'm not just a bitch to people for no reason. I'm very, very polite to everybody, no matter what you look like, what you do. Until it starts to become a personal problem or an issue with me that I didn't ask for, that's when all of this comes into play. Had to get that out of the way. Another reason why I'm this way is because I don't entertain delusion. I don't entertain bullshit. I'm extremely smart and critical about my own decisions. I expect the people in my life to do the same. And you might call all of this me being a bitch, but I call it self-preservation. Next, I don't rescue grown adults. If your life is chaos and constantly up in flames, that's your hobby, not mine. I want nothing to do with that. Another reason I guess you could say I'm a bitch is because I'm not gonna soften the truth for you. And if reality hurts your feelings, that's between you and reality, not me. And last but not least, I never forget how someone made me feel. And no, I probably don't forgive you either. People of the past belong in the past, and I have no interest of bringing that back. Nope, not for me. So I guess I'm a bitch.
We need to talk about the psychology behind why people don't like and support your social media posts, but are willing to like and support celebrities' social media posts, people that they don't actually know. Why does this happen? So I own a business in the UK. I have done for a few years now. So as you can imagine, I've been a victim to this many times, and I feel like I now have a really clear understanding on why this actually happens. It is easier to support people that you don't know and that don't live near you, because ultimately you don't feel threatened by them. You can feel inspired by them. However, when it comes to people that you've grown up with, that you know, that you've been to school with, that you live near, it's physically hard for people to support those people because they're essentially holding up a mirror to you. They're showing you what you could have been capable of doing. And do you know what this does? This really triggers a lot of people. They feel comfortable supporting celebrities and strangers on the internet over you because those celebrities are not a threat to them in any way. You, on the other hand, who is doing something different, is putting themselves out there, will be triggering this person. And I will fight anyone that says it's not that deep, because it really is that deep. Like, if someone is choosing to see your post, not engage with it, not support you, but are willing to do that for someone else that they don't know, as a conscious decision. And one thing I've learned about being an adult as I've grown into an adult is that people, when they are adults, know exactly what they are doing. They are choosing not to support you. It's a completely different story if they genuinely didn't see the post, or if they've been super busy and they are still supporting you outside of social media. But when people are actively choosing to ignore what you are doing and not celebrating you in the same way that they would a celebrity, those are people that you need to watch out for. Just remember that you are doing something that is triggering them. And I think that means you're doing something right. Keep pushing, because I'm here to tell you, when you eventually do make it out the other side and become a success, whatever that means on social media, it will come running back, and they are now in my comment sections and DMs.